Hey guys, so I'm here today and I'm a hot mess, and the reason for that is that I'm sick. So let's just show some grace. I'm going to talk for 5 minutes, and I'm going to talk about depression and what it feels like for me. The last time we talked, or the last time that I made an episode, it was about my ethnicity, and I'm going to kind of leave that there for now because today I felt a little depressed and I am sick, so I figured, you know what? Let's just go for it. All right. So, I'm pretty sure I wish I could not see myself. I'm pretty sure that I have suffered from anxiety my whole life. And a lot of times anxiety and depression go together, because when you feel worried and freaked out all the time, you kind of drains you and can be exhausting and can make you depressed. So I was a terrible sleeper, and I feel like ever since I can remember, I've just had this unquiet mind, especially when I'm alone, and just always worrying about everything for no reason. I mean, sometimes there was reason, but for the most part, just, always worried my mom was going to die. I always had nightmares about that. Anyways, the first time I think that I had just a little bit of self-discovery was when I was in high school, and I had a good friend named Mercedes, and she had read a book called The Highly Sensitive Person. And when she gave me that book, it was like reading a diary. There was like a little quiz in there, and every little thing I checked off. And it talked about, being overstimulated, always kind of like being in your head about things that would affect my concentration. I think if a teacher was up front of the class explaining a problem, I would, instead of being able to focus on what was being said, I would be focused on, the kids are going to think I'm stupid, I'm not going to get that. Even though I was a really smart kid, I just always had this parallel thought life, plaguing me and affecting my concentration. And you know what? My mom was always praising me. It had nothing to do with her not encouraging me. I mean, I had an older brother that was always calling me stupid, and maybe that affected a little bit. But I would say for the most part, like, I had a really nurturing mother. And so I know that it was just intrinsic in my body. So anyways, I read The Highly Sensitive Person, and that kind of helped me just kind of like own this. Like, I'm not, first of all, somebody wrote a book about it, and she's giving different scenarios and different case studies, and so I'm not the only one who feels this way. And I liked that label. Honestly, I was like, this is what I struggle with. Like, thank you. I'm not alone, and I can now, try to handle it. So, anyways, that was the beginning, and then I have struggled forever. I'm doing a video. You want to come say hi? Hi. I have struggled forever with these nasty things, and I get them just if anything happens. Somebody this last week who I love so much, told me about a potential illness that they could be dealing with, and boom, I got this on my mouth. So anyway, 1 second, let me finish my video.
Okay.
So I finally got diagnosed about a year and a half ago from a doctor here in Staten Island. I was telling her how I was feeling. I was struggling. I had multiple, and she's like, I think you have anxiety. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm a worrywart. I'm a little high strung. Everybody knows that. But legit anxiety, really? And she literally wrote me a prescription. And I walked out of there feeling like crap. Like, I'm a Christian. Like, I have God. Like, why can't I get my stuff together? and rely on him and anchor myself in him. And all these verses are just pouring through my head of, why can't I do this? And so I've never had a problem with a stigma with when it comes to any kind of mental issues. But like,
Watch out, honey.
But like, to know that I have it, totally different situation. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna go now. It's been 5 minutes and 23 seconds, and I don't want to ramble, but I just want to tell you that there is an end to this story. It's hard. It's hard knowing that you have a chemical imbalance and that you need to take medication for it. But stay tuned for the next episode, because I will be talking about some of the good things about it. And I love you guys. Thank you for watching my video, and I will talk to you later. Bye.